Hi, I'm Scottie with Scottie's Blues. Coming my day off to show you about this Berg mouthpiece. It's just a Berg Larsen standard rubber piece, and you can see. Can you see this pattern on the ligature? This is a cheap Chinese ligature. See the pattern? Some are more pronounced than others, but anyways, this fits it just fine. See that? See the gap? Perfect, it's tightened down. This is the perfect ligature for this mouthpiece. What's not the perfect ligature for the mouthpiece is the ligature that came with the frickin' mouthpiece. And I'm talking about Leger reeds. I don't have any regular reeds to try on it, but I suspect they're about the same. You know, reeds vary, but if you're gonna try to play a Leger on a frickin' Berg Larsen rubber, you can't do it with this ligature. It's too loose. It's like loosey-goosey. It secures it, but you can see it's almost balls to the walls here on the it touches right here. It's very close to touching. When it stretches out, it's going to touch. Just a matter of time. Anyways, this is a better ligature. And it allows it to move around. This doesn't allow it to move at all. And you know how annoying plastic is when it's up against any mouthpiece. Plastic likes to move around more than regular reed. But I just thought you guys might want to know. That's the review. It's this is a dark piece. It's a darker piece. It's better for the mid-range and low notes. It'll play through leaks too, pretty damn good. Not as good as a Theowani, but it's good for playing through leaks, and it's a good gig piece for this particular one is darker, and this is I think it's a French cut, so the SMS cut, that's how it looks. It's a little shorter there. As opposed to let's say a Theowani likes to do that French cut too, I guess, on some of his pieces. And this is like an eight openings. I haven't measured it. Maybe I'll measure it in another video. But this is the one. I think it's 115. It's a number 2 chamber, so that's a little dark for my taste. I'd rather go with a 1 maybe to get a little brighter. That's it. That's the Berg Larsen hard rubber. You can see it wears off right here. Don't use alcohol right here. Don't use alcohol at all. Just use regular water, soap and water. I don't know why people get obsessed with germs and stuff. But your own germs, you don't have to worry. Come on. And also, what works really good is a Theowani patch, because they're kind of rubbery. Standard Theowani patch that would go on any Theowani piece like this one. So they cover it perfectly. And don't get too close to the edge when you put it on, otherwise it could slip down, and then you got problems there. You have to remove it or whatever. But I like to have it pretty much right to the edge. It's about a couple millimeters out, but it's not a bad plain piece. You can see the rails. It's got rough in here. It's rough, like really rough. Most rubber mouthpieces don't have a rough texture. It's kind of like carpet in there, geez, and it's kind of got this ring baffle right here, if you can see it reflected in the light. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. See it? It's like a kind of unique. There up front, see it? How it has the baffle got the front baffle and then the back, and then it's got a drop off right there, and then I don't see any, whatever. This is Berg Larsen, and if you'd like to hear it, just watch some of my videos. You can see me playing it. I'll post in the videos what gear I'm playing. Okay, I'm done playing for the day. I played like 3.5 hours today, and I got no chops left. But you can see it's got a pretty thick tip. See that? Jeez, it's like a tank, but like a tank. It plays good on older cork that's all worn out and thin, you know, from putting mouthpieces on the cork. This is a very small, be warned, this is a very small open. It'll shrink your cork too, so you try to put a Theowani piece on or a regular American piece. So this is like a European style piece. It's even more smaller than the Feltone hard rubber pieces. Here's a Feltone piece with the same ligature. It works on Feltone. This cheap $3 ligature works on Feltone, and you can see the pattern there on it. And I put some gold on there so I know it's Feltone impulse. I like that impulse. It's kind of different. It's brighter than the Berg Larsen. The Berg Larsen could be bright. Just get a 1 or a 0 even. I'd try a 1. It's almost perfect, and the mouth, the opening's a little small. I like a 9. I had this Feltone. I had him do it. Sent it from France. It's a custom job. He can do custom jobs for you. I decided 17 was perfect for me. Sometimes 9's a little open if you're trying to find a really soft reed. You can't find a soft reed, you gotta play on a 2.5. You don't wanna be trying it on a 9. So I did like 17, it's a little higher than an 8 star, so it's like in between 8 star and 9. So this is a 0.117 in inch standard. And that'd make it like, I guess, an 8 star, I don't know. And this is an 8 star, which is, or an 8 star, but it's playing like an 8. I'll get the measurement out and measure it later, but it's pretty nice rubber mouthpiece, better than average. Nice crisp, bubbly. It doesn't do high notes though. Okay. Doesn't do high notes, and it doesn't like to jump around from the mid range to the high, almost altissimo range. It doesn't like to jump around either. So maybe I'm playing on too soft of a reed, so I'll get a harder reed for it. And that's the Berg Larsen. It's an excellent piece. It's done very finely. I don't know if it's hand done right here. I doubt it. I bet you they just kind of file off the edges and call it a day. It's very fine machined, so it's basically perfect. I suspect all of them are going to be perfect too. Unlike a Claude Lakey, because you get what you pay for. But this was a musician's friend on sale. It was a used one, out of box. So, anyways, thank you.